Hi guys, it's Ginger. I am here with my mom. Hello, Mommy.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about our experience that we had last week when we were in San Antonio. We had gone to a convention and I started a blog, and I'll put the blog in at the end so you can at least see part of the trip. But we had been in the hotel. It was the Omni Hotel at the Colonnades, and we were there for about 24 hours, and our hotel room was robbed. And it turned out that it was an employee. So we wanted to tell you the story and thank the hotel and the San Antonio Police Department and let you know what all happened and give you some tips that we learned, basically how we went wrong. And so this happened, what day was it? We arrived there on May 13th, and we've had a good trip so far. And you'll see that in the vlog, because everything that was on our way to San Antonio is in my vlog. And so we had a free day on that Wednesday, and then the next day was Thursday the 14th, and we worked the table at the convention, the sales table at the convention that we were at. We went to breakfast. We came back from breakfast. Everything was fine. We went and worked the table for a few hours, and then we came back to the rooms. We were going to go to lunch. And when we tried the key card didn't work. And so Mom went to where the bank of elevators, where the bank of elevators are, and got on the phone and called the front desk to let them know that our key wasn't working. And we had also put a privacy do not disturb thing on our door, and we had noticed that was gone as well. So we called, and they said, we'll send somebody from maintenance to come and help you with your door. So this guy shows up, and he has 2 new keys, and he unlocks the door, and it worked and stuff like that. He says, I'll come back and fix your door. So we were like, okay. And so we go in, we, refresh ourselves before we head off to lunch. And at that point, we had our purses in there and stuff like that, but we got our purses and all that kind of stuff because we were going to lunch. So when we came back from lunch, the first thing that she noticed was that the bathroom door was open, and we had shut it before we left. And then when I actually went into the bathroom to use it, she was like, oh my God, my camera is gone. Because she had left her camera in there. I'd left my camera, and actually the camera that I had left in there was the camera that we are recording on right now. So you know what the outcome is now. But my camera was gone, her camera was gone. There was a necklace that was gone that she didn't discover until later when the police asked her about it. And we were freaked out. We went downstairs. We told the hotel. The management came down and started helping us with it, and called the police and all kinds of stuff like that. And as it turned out, someone else on another floor had some stuff taken out of their room too, and the cops were already there for that. So Officer Flores was coming off of the elevators, and we grabbed him, and he said, well, I'm already here for something else. I'll go ahead and take your call. So he worked on our case for well over 18 hours. And we went over everything that had gone on because we had seen the guy. We had a feeling that it was the guy that had helped us with our door because he had given you a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, he said he was going to come back later and fix the door.
Yeah, when we weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we gave our description of the guy. We were pretty sure by how management acted that they had a feeling who it was by the description that we gave, because we talked to the guy. We looked the guy in the face. And as it turns out, the other lady who had her jewelry stolen, she'd never seen the guy.
Right.
So it was lucky that we had actually seen him, or they may have never caught this guy. But they ended up, it was so late on Thursday night by the time we were done talking to the police and talking to hotel management, that we ended up staying another night even though we wanted to leave. And like I said, we were there for a convention, and Thursday was the day that all of the activities were supposed to be starting. And then our hotel room gets burglarized. So basically, it ruined our whole point of being there. So we went ahead and stayed another night, and by 11 o'clock, 11:30 Thursday night, we got a phone call from the cops that they had recovered our items. So, yay. Mm-hmm. And because I was really expecting that they were not going to recover anything. I told her, I said, I don't plan on us seeing this stuff again. And so about 5:30, Officer Flores from the San Antonio Police Department brought our stuff back to our room, and that was our 2 cameras. And I didn't even realize till that night, after all that had happened, that my my charger for this camera and the charger for my smaller vlog camera were both gone. So, and I had told him, I said, you know, the thing that was really weird was I had an iPad in there too with the camera, and they didn't steal that. And the officer made a good point. He said, well, you can trace an iPad. I didn't even think about that, but, you know, criminals have minds that work in different ways. So we got our stuff back, and then Friday morning we left. We checked out of the hotel, and we went down to the substation that was just down the street, and we filed charges. And the hotel is going to file charges. He was arrested that Thursday night that it all happened. The police were able to get him to confess to it. They got all of the ladies' jewelry back who had also been robbed. They got all of our stuff back. So, you know, we were real thankful for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, within just a few hours of our reporting the burglary of our room, Officer Flores actually, along with the help of the manager of the hotel and the security officer in the hotel, they had already apprehended the guy, the one that had, you know, come and let us in our room. They already had him in the car, and it was a matter of just having him to let them know where all the items were. They had suspected that he probably had pawned them. As it turns out, he had pawned some of the other ladies' items, but ours had actually been sold to someone else. But they still were able to recover our cameras.
Our cameras had been sold to a convenience store in the south side of San Antonio.
Right. So he pressed him to be able to tell him where our items were. So I just have a huge thanks to Officer Flores. He did a fantastic job. Catching the guy so quickly, of course, with the help of the management of the hotel and the security officer in the hotel. And you know, I want to thank Officer Flores. Like I said, he did a fantastic job. Also, I want to thank the hotel people, Jacob, who was the front desk manager, Jennifer, his assistant, and Giancarlo, who was their security. They all worked promptly with the officer, which helped catch this guy before he got away. And so it made us feel a lot better knowing he was caught, and of course getting our merchandise back, and being able to file charges on this person. And
the hotel was planning on filing charges as well.
Yes. And
he was fired, and they apologized to us profusely, because, you know, Omni is considered a luxury hotel chain, and, you know, they don't want a black eye
Right.
for somebody's inside people
Right.
stealing.
Right.
And this guy, you know, took advantage of his position because as we came to find out, he'd worked there for about a year and a half. So he took advantage of his position, being able to get into people's rooms and things like that. And, you know, anyway, the hotel did everything that they could to make us feel comfortable. They comped our room, so we didn't have to pay for any of the time that we stayed there. They comped us dinner that night and then breakfast the next morning. So we really appreciated that. We still left Friday, though. We were supposed to be there till Sunday for the convention, and we had planned on going to the Alamo and things like that, but that all got put on the back burner when this happened.
And of course, you know, I want to say that, you know, this can happen at any hotel. We all know that. Just one thing is, even when you put that privacy sign or the do not disturb sign on your room, because you don't want the maid to go in there to do anything at all, I would suggest, and this is what I will do next time I travel, don't just put that on there and assume it's going to work. Actually call the front desk and tell them to tell the maid or no one else is to be in your room. That way if something does happen, it will be on record. Just points like that, and you know, like I say, please don't leave anything of any importance in there.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that you have to kind of live like a nomad when you travel and carry everything on your back, but unfortunately, you know, you never know who might be coming into your room, whether they're supposed to be there or not.
That's right.
So, is that all you have to say?
Yeah, just mainly another great big thank you for a job well done to Officer Flores. He was fantastic.
With the San Antonio Police Department.
With the San Antonio Police Department, and also, like I say, the management and the security of the hotel was of great help to him in apprehending this man.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to have the rest of my vlog at the end of this. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
Bye. I don't know if it can see us both in here or not.
I mean, driving and eating.
We're on our way to San Antonio.
All day, all Bucky.
Mm-hmm. Bucky's for miles and miles and miles.
tea and potato salad.
Potato salad. Tell me, I was thinking after eating all this, we were going to need some wet wipes. I didn't know why they didn't give us wet wipes.
Oh, I got wet wipes in my purse. I got some in the car. If I might run out of wet wipes, it's a disaster.
And I don't remember.
Okay, we are finally here in San Antonio at the Omni, at the Colonnades. We're way the heck up here. We're on like 19th floor. It actually wasn't too bad of a trip until we got into San Antonio, and I-10 here in San Antonio, whoever designed that must have been drunk, because we were frightened there for a minute. We didn't know if we were going the right way. You had to get off. There was double-decker highway. It was no fun. And we thought Houston was bad. So, it's still raining. It's supposed to rain. I think the bellman said till like 5 o'clock, which is at least another hour, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop raining before then. So, we ain't going to be doing much today. We're going to go set up our sales table and all that kind of fun stuff. And that's about it.